Hello?
You're a very polite ghost. Can't you walk through walls?
I'm pretty sure it's one of the seagulls on the roof. He's probably trying to break into whatever he's just stolen.
Next door's flat by the sound of it.
Yeah, I know. I do hear weird noises in this flat, and it's really difficult to tell sometimes whether it's an internal or an external noise. And since you diagnosed my ghost being seagulls on the roof, which makes complete sense, I've put most of it down to being seagull activity. But, like, sometimes noises come from next door, and I know my next door neighbour's not in, but it sounds like there's someone, I don't know, like, hanging a picture on the wall. But then you get like the weird tap, 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 tap noises. It just sounds like someone trying to get in from the roof, but it's just the seagulls.
Maybe I should come onto that ghost hunting weekend with you to debunk it. It's seagulls.
Bring Jeremy. Tell Jeremy to come.
When he was unwrapping sweets at the back, that's what the noise is. Get the holes out of your mouth. You're clicking around your teeth. Sorry, I maintain for all the YouTube ghost hunting channels that you watch.
Yeah.
All you need is a jam jar. That's how you get the ghost.
Yeah, but how do you persuade the ghost into the jam jar?
That's the challenge.
Right, okay. What if you don't have a lid to the jam jar? Can you just, like, scoop a bit of it? And
Where are you getting your jam jars without lids?
charity shops?
That sounds like your sourcing problem. You're not going prepared.
I suppose.
Also, would you need to poke air holes if you're trying to trap a ghost?
Well, wouldn't a ghost just escape out of the air holes? And
That's what I mean. Do they
do they need
breathe.
the air? Like, because they don't have like a set of lungs, like.
But they don't want to be
living things do.
inhumane.
Well, I mean, the idea of you trying to trap a ghost in a jar in the first place is kind of inhumane.
You don't know how big they are.
Well, what if you've only got a tiny little micro jam jar, you know, like the ones you get in bed and breakfast and stuff, that are always like strawberry that I can't eat because I'm allergic to them? What if that's the only jar and you can only trap a tiny bit of the ghost?
Again, you're not going to be equipped. Unless that's, this bed and breakfast is haunted. Quick, grab the jam.
Bed and breakfast is sorted by tiny ghosts.
Yeah, you have to hope it's a tiny ghost.
The ghosts of tiny jam jars.
I reckon all you need is a jam jar and a piece of cheese in there. They haven't tried it on YouTube, you don't know.
What if the ghost is lactose intolerant? Is that where ectoplasm comes from?
Maybe that's why you need the air holes.
If a ghost isn't corporeal, can it produce corporeal matter like ghost vomit?
Oh, maybe it just hasn't ranked that high. It's still Sergeant Ghost.
Corporal.
This is Rightly Used with Adam and Karen.
Is that a really long, protracted cold open?
Yeah, it's better than the opener I tried doing earlier. I'm using that. It's taking us far too long. We're against the clock here.
No problem.
Hello, I'm Adam.
And I'm Karen.
And this is Lightly Used. Coming up on the show today, we've got Lightly Used news on the way shortly. Will Johnny Turnip and his friends capture and tame a fairy?
Well, they're going to reveal surely what they found before they decide whether they've caught anything or not.
Well, this is part of their mission. They're in the underworld with me.
I need to know.
Will they trap and tame a fairy?
I need to know.
Will we work out what tat we brought?
Well, I know what tat I brought.
Seamless segue. We're also going to be starting a brand new board game this episode with our first guest. I've got to say thank you to Jackson as well. We popped into Swansea and just into his shop, which was really busy today.
It was rammed.
I just pushed my way through. Can we use your toilet, please? I need a wee. Just get out of the way. Go.
Yeah, I literally don't think you could have fitted another body in that shop today if you tried.
But we're not quite sure what board game we're going to play because due to my fuck up, it's
I wasn't going to say.
Not quite the corrections, but it is an apology section.
Oh, someone told me that they don't understand why you do the corrections. I can't remember who it was. They commented like, why does Adam always do corrections and apologies? It really doesn't matter. And I was like, it matters to Adam.
Someone will email otherwise. We haven't had an email yet.
Oh, good.
But I'm hoping this is why we haven't had one yet.
Fair enough.
Not even from listeners, just to say hello, which would be nice, admittedly, but I hopefully have avoided that. And just go, yep, they're doing fine. They're sorting out their own shit, clearly. That's how it's working in my head.
Okay.
pod@likelyused.co.uk if you do want to get in touch.
FAO Adam.
But yeah, was it about 3 weeks ago we recorded the next game?
I think actually
Possibly a month.
it was longer than that because I worked out that we had 6 weeks for you to edit the audio for it before we needed to use it.
And so, 2 weeks ago I thought, I've got a bit of time. I'll make a jump on this. Why is nothing in the phone? Oh, it's okay. I've got it backed up on a portable hard drive. Oh. So, I forgot I had stuff I hadn't copied across to the computer yet, so I deleted it from the hard drive.
Well done.
So we're going to have to start playing the game again, and I've got to really quickly edit it as well this time.
Yeah, really quickly. I've got to edit the entire episode and, like, the first, 15 minutes of game? Because some of it will be rules and then some gameplay.
Yeah, maybe we'll work out which one's going to be the quickest to play this time.
Yeah, so far, gameplay is a mystery.
But thank you very much to Jackson, who's going to be our first guest, or whichever game we work out later to record.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, folks. It's as much of a mystery to you as it is to us. And we are also still doing Bibliotat, even though there's no grant money due to, let's call it a misunderstanding. But shut up. We've now got a lot of books from charity shops for some reason. And it's your choice of book in this episode.
You're such a cheeky bastard.
It's time for Likely Used News, Part 6, in the ongoing adventures of Johnny Turnip. Man admits defeat in his quest to trap and tame a fairy, by Tim Butters from the Abergavenny Chronicle on Monday the 8th of April. After accidentally stumbling across Abergavenny's secret tunnel network whilst trying to enslave a fairy, semi-professional, long-distance runner Johnny Turnip has made the outrageous claim that his old friend Manny from the estate has lived in the Aber underworld for the past decade, protecting the town from other realms. It's not a well-known fact, but Abergavenny is the centre of the known universe, explained Turnip. And our old friend Manny from the estate has been keeping a lonely vigil beneath the town for years, ensuring the world is safe from hideous entities from other dimensions. Turnip added, "It sounds like bottled insanity, I know. But after myself, Big Tony and Puerto Rico Paul bumped into some dude wearing Nike Airs in the tunnels, the last person we expected to find behind the knight's helmet was Manny from the estate. He called himself Gary the Grey at first, but Puerto Rico Paul recognised his distinctive twang. Manny disappeared from a town 10 years ago. Lazy Sue said she heard he'd moved to Brecon, and when that happens, it usually means something's gone profoundly wrong in a man's life, so we didn't pry. His best mate, Fast Eddie, was inconsolable, though. They'd pretty much grown up in the same garden shed together, and the thought of Manny reaching such a low point in life that moving to Powys was the only answer was nearly too much for Eddie to take." Turnip explained that once he realised the jig was up, Manny took off his helmet and, gazing fondly upon his old friends with bloodshot eyes, told his tragic tale. "One day, he consumed a spectacular amount of magic mushrooms on the dairy and fell helplessly into the fairy kingdom. We nodded thoughtfully at this because we've all been there. Only difference is, Manny decided to stay," explained Turnip. The Twylith Teg made him an offer that if he worked for them as a sort of handyman in the tunnels beneath Aber, he could live there rent-free, and they'd provide him with all the lager, takeaways, internet, Netflix, and Xbox One games a man would ever need. Manny's only human, and he jumped at such a generous offer. He told me, "JT, I'd pretty much run out of road in the world above. I was going nowhere fast. I wanted to live a little and see a bit of the world, so I decided to take my chances in the tunnels. I've been here nearly 10 years now, and it's a good life. A man can get a bit lonely at times, but I try to keep active on the socials, and that keeps me honest. The job's very easy as well. In theory, I'm supposed to stop unspeakable entities from using Abergavenny as a portal to enter the world and consume it in a never-ending orgy of violence and terror. But apart from having to sort out some drunken leprechauns in 2018, things have been relatively quiet. Most of the work entails keeping curious visitors from Aber out. There's been a lot of interest in these tunnels in recent years, And the last thing my fairy overlords want is a never-ending stream of tourists visiting their realm and posting pictures about it on Facebook. These tunnels are a two-way system. Bad things from the land of fairy can use them to enter Aber, but equally as repulsive life forms from the world above can use them to enter the home of the Teg. So I'm afraid you're going to have to leave. I know you wanted to take a fairy back with you, but it ain't happening on my watch. And for old time's sake, I hope we can keep things peaceful. Turnip explained that after a quick discussion with Big Tony and Puerto Rico Paul, the three adventurers decided the time had come to call it quits. They'd have to return home empty-handed, but, as Turnip pointed out, it's not the destination, but the journey that counts, and our adventures in the underworld had taught us a valuable lesson. None of us can function very well after 24 hours without lager. We needed to get to the surface again, and soon. We were all dehydrated and bored. Big Tony in particular was getting very tetchy. The time had come to leave this stinking sewer system to the fair folk. After asking Manny the best place to exit, he led them to a set of steel steps that led to a manhole in Cross Street. Turnip explained. It seemed a bit tight on Manny to leave him alone in the underworld, and Big Tony pleaded. It's no life for a Mardy man, stumbling around in the dark like a mole. Come and have a pint with us, Manny. Besides which, I always need a good labourer, and you're the best shovel man I know. There were tears in Manny's eyes after such unexpected praise from Big Tone, but his mind was made up. He simply looked at us like an acid house Rasputin and said, I've made a new life here, fellas. Besides which, the fairies need me. I've made my vows. I'm the watcher in the tunnels, and my vigil goes on until I no longer have eyes to see or hands to fight. Turnip added, there was a bit of an embarrassed silence after the last bit of unnecessary waffle. But then I made a point of holding Manny's gaze and silently mouthed the phrase of semi-professional runners and borderline alcoholics everywhere. Go hard or go home. It was an emotional moment, but I have to admit, it soon passed as I wrote, Come on, boys! Last one at 5 drinks all night! We left Manny sobbing softly as we stormed up the steps, giggling and trying to elbow one another out the way like out-of-control toddlers. Yet, when we finally burst through the manhole and breathed deep of the night air and liberation, little did we know what would be waiting for us. To be continued.
Were the pubs closed?
Find out next episode.
Brilliant. I just love Johnny Turnip stories.
So it's time for the Tat Exchange. Title pending.
Yes. Tat off. Tat.
Get our tats out.
Get your tats out.
But we only get one each.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. Work in progress.
Suggestions still welcome. pod@lightlyused.co.uk.
FAO Adam.
So, close your eyes.
Oh no, I can't put my hands over my eyes.
Can't
I need
put
those.
How are you going to hold it?
For the people that can't see what I just did, because this is not a visual format, I closed my eyes and put my hands over them, but then realised that I actually needed my hands. So my eyes are now closed and my hands are out.
You can, before you do that actually, we didn't mention, we're in Studio 2. You can open your eyes.
Oh, I can open my eyes.
Yeah.
Yes, we
We're
are.
in your house for a
We are
change.
in LU2, working title.
So instead of being sat opposite my tat shelves,
We're sat kind of next to mine, but we can't really see the content. Well, you could probably see the
tat
content.
adjacent.
Tat adjacent, yeah.
But I still think you're going to guess and work out what mine is straight away.
I would like to say I do not think you're going to guess what mine is straight away.
Oh no,
based on
I've
how
been,
it feels.
I've been rubbish at guessing yours. I think the only one I've got, I think, was the dome.
Yeah, that one was pretty obvious with its shape, but yeah.
Right, I'm going to bust open my box.
Oh.
Close your eyes.
They're closed.
Stick your hands out.
Hands are out. Are they far enough apart? Oh, okay.
Oops. I knew I'd scare the cat.
We're going for about 40 centimetres from thumb tip to thumb tip. Okay. It is in a box.
It has been placed on your palms.
Ooh.
Yeah, and you can
Hang
do it
on.
straight away.
This could be one of two things.
Oh, please guess wrong.
Because... But I think it's the thing I'm going to say. It's the second thing. But I'm going to say it could be one of two things, because I know you've got a Batmobile that is in a cardboard box with clear plastic on it. But that doesn't live on your tat shelves. And the other thing is the money box that is the knockoff of... no, I was going to say Jessie. Is it Jessie?
Which room did I get this from today, though?
Well, it's either
upstairs or downstairs.
upstairs and downstairs. It's either from your lounge or from your back room that we spend most of our time in. Or do you know, because it's curved there and it's squished there, I'm going to say this is the front. Oh, help me, people. Is it the money box or is it the Batmobile?
You can see just as much as Karen can, people.
I can't hear any wheel shake. Fuck it, I'm going to...
It might be zip side down to the cardboard.
I'm going to say money box, but I actually think it's the Batmobile.
I'm going to need a final answer.
Fuck! Batmobile.
Can you open your eyes?
Bollocks! It's the fucking money box! God damn it!
Dear listener, this is a Toonstar Toys knockoff. It's from the Cooks series. Definitely not affiliated with Breaking Bad. I don't know why you'd ever get that idea.
No, it doesn't look anything like anyone.
It's definitely not likeness of Jesse Pinkman.
Oh, it was Jesse.
Yeah.
I was there with the name. Yeah. Oh, fuck me.
I couldn't find much information about these online. But yeah, made in 2015 from the range Cooks. There were actually quite a few. There was Walter White in the same yellow
jumpsuit,
meth cook overalls. I think it was a Heisenberg.
Right. Okay.
I don't know if there was a separate
with the cat with the hat and the glasses. Yeah.
I don't know if there was an out of cook costume Jesse one or not. They look like the.
They're a bit. They're almost sort of vinyl pop heady.
Yeah,
sort of.
not Funko Pops, with a wide rectangle head, but the Wee Me T-shirts. Yeah, Wee Me was the name of the range of T-shirts. Where it's generic-y looking, but there's like a Lego figure, we'll swap some stubbly face on there. There we go. Now you've got a beard. It's mostly the costumes are doing a lot of the heavy lifting and the design of the box itself.
What I really, really like about this is the fact that it is clearly drug adjacent, but it's for ages 5+. It does, however, say on the bottom, not suitable for children under 36 months because it contains small parts.
I haven't taken it out of the box to find out what small parts. I'm guessing maybe there's a stopper or something in there.
There is a bung in the bottom. It says deposit coins in the slot located on the back of the figure's head. To remove coins, twist stopper underneath of the money box. Warning! Not suitable for children of 36 months. Yada yada yada.
Also available from Toonstar Toys Money Box. A knockoff of Back to the Future. Obviously not brand new Back to the Future. Just without the body warmer, you wouldn't know it's the Marty McFly. That's the only giveaway is the
red body warmer.
The Doc Brown one looks more like it because he's got the 2015 wraparound glasses.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Marty McFly one, it could be anything. Yeah. Anyone.
Super generic.
They've also got Space Rebels, knockoff of Star Wars.
Oh, I was going to say, I've never heard of Space Rebels.
Just because of how the Princess Leia one is dressed and the Chelsea bun hairs.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can tell. Otherwise, from the face, no, it could be a man, could be a woman. They're all just, it's Lego-looking face on them all.
Fair enough.
I got this $2.99 with, I think, Marie Curie underneath. I'm sure you spotted this.
Yeah, I think you might be right there, actually.
Online, they're going for between about £8.50 to £30, depending on the character. Absolutely not worth that money.
No, really not. But for, the couple of quid you spent on it.
Oh, absolutely worth it.
I mean, you did have to rearrange your entire touch shelves to fit him on.
He just fits perfectly in the shelf.
Yeah, he's great. Damn it. I should have gone money box.
Right, my turn to guess. But put not Jessie out the way.
Bye, not Jessie.
In you go, cook number 2. Right, I'm assuming the position. Eyes closed, hands out.
That's very forward of you. I haven't even got my box with me. Have you noticed?
Well, are you going over to the tat shelf?
I am going. I'm doing a U. I'm going over to the tat shelf. So excuse the minor squeak that you may hear now whilst I just move the microphone arm. Squeak.
Well, unlike in my flat where we're directly adjacent, I'm not going to get any sound clues from where you're reaching.
I'm not making a single sound.
That'll be the judge of that. Shh. Listen. No, you're right. Like in the... Oh, I heard there's some carpety footsteps.
Carpety footsteps. Okay. Are you ready to handle
your goods?
Not what I was going to say, but okay, we'll go with that. Are you ready to handle my goods?
Yes,
Okay.
I think so.
Okay, put your hands closer together. Closer together? They're literally together. Oh, right, okay.
There.
There you go.
Okay, it's smooth.
Correct.
It feels porcelain or china.
It's made of pottery.
There's I found the hole in the bottom.
Yep.
I'm not entirely sure what this is.
What does it feel like? Describe the shape.
Right, it's round with a pinched bit at the very top bit. It feels like maybe holding something in front of them. So, or there's another bit in front. No, I can't work out. It's too smooth. I can't really figure any detailing from it.
All right, open your eyes then.
Hang on, I'm going to. No, I can't figure out if there's a face on there. It feels like it's going to be that way around and someone's holding something in front of them.
That is the correct way round to view it.
Oh, it's a squirrel.
It is.
The pinched bit I was pinching was the tuft of the tail.
I thought you were going to mention that it was phallic or knobbly bobbly or any of the other rude words that might have come to mind, but no, you went dead sensible with it.
Well, yeah, because of this bit there, it's not quite rampant rabbity.
Rampant squirrel.
There's not enough purchase of that bit, the distance between them for any stimulation.
Okay.
But yeah, this is a very, very smooth mould of a squirrel sat on some sort of knob.
Yeah, I guess he's just sort of sat on a bit
stump.
of a branch or something.
It's slightly bluish, but mostly brown.
Yeah. So,
Nicely smoothly glazed.
this is a Blue Mountain pottery squirrel. Now, the Blue Mountain pottery is based in Ontario, Canada.
Yeah.
I think it was Ontario that I wrote down. Yeah, Ontario, Canada. They were based there anyway. And this is a little 4-inch tall. Adam is wearing it like one of those finger puppets and like shaking it at me. So he's 4 inches tall. He's got a maker's sticker up his bottom, unless your finger being up there has pulled it out. Oh, that was a good noise. Is it still in there?
It's too dark.
Oh no, have you lost the sticker?
Oh.
Check around the floor. I'll be upset if you've lost that. He did have a sticker up his bum. Let's have a nose. Oh, you've lost the sticker.
Oh, hang on.
You better find it. It needs
No.
to go back in there. Oh, I can't trust you with anything.
It would have been a life. I didn't feel anything. On my fingers.
I thought I saw something drop, but I don't know where it went.
My eyes
It might
were
be by
closed.
his feet or something. Anyway, never mind. So he has got a maker's sticker.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, which Adam has just found on the floor under his feet. Yeah, it says Blue Mountain Pottery, Canada.
Made in Canada.
I think he's probably from the late 70s to very early 80s. He might even be 60s, 70s. Not 100% sure. Colour-wise, as Adam said, he's a bit blue-greeny colour with a bit of brown. So he's a combination of copper with earth tones and copper oxide glaze, which produces a nice green colour, and the thickness of the glaze produces more or less green, depending on the heat and stuff like that. I found this squirrel in a car boot sale in Swansea, and he cost me £1, which, in my opinion, when you hear the backstory to this little squirrel, is an absolute bargain. So, when I was little, my mum had this exact same squirrel. And at about the age of 6 or 7, I mean, I love this squirrel because it's so tactile, it's lovely. About the age of 6 or 7, I sort of said to Mum, as you do when you're a child, you know when you die?
I'm calling dibs.
Yeah, this is genuine. Mum, you know when you die, will you leave the squirrel to me? And I don't know how Mum felt at that moment, because she was probably about 30. Sorry, Mum. But in fairness, Mum said, of course, sweetheart, I'll make sure you get the squirrel. So I was chuffed. But anyway.
You didn't want to wait any longer.
No, I didn't. I wanted him to be mine. I wanted to know he was mine.
So you got one of your own twin
Yeah.
set.
About a month later, my darling little brother decided, in his infinite wisdom, that he was going to try some science in the back garden. And he wanted to know what things bounced and what didn't.
Ah.
So amongst the selection of things that he decided to throw around in the garden, Mum's Blue Mountain squirrel was one of them. And Mark launched it how he launched it as hard as he did, I don't know. He was a small child. He was probably about 18 months, maybe 2. Probably 2. If I was like 6 or 7, he might have been 2. I think there's 5 years between us. And this squirrel did not bounce. It hit the concrete slabs in the garden. What do you call them? Patio slab, thank you. And it smashed into about 40 pieces. And I was devastated. Like, it was the worst thing up to that point, it was the worst thing that ever happened to me. How privileged a child was I. I was very upset with my brother. I was very upset with the whole affair. Me and Mum tried to glue it back together with all kinds of different glues, and we just could not get the pottery to stick to itself. It was impossible. So this poor squirrel, along with my hopes and dreams, went in the bin. And I forgot about it for years and years and years and years and years. And then I found one, probably about 8 years ago. It's about 6 inches tall. Same squirrel, just a larger mould. So I bought it like in like a trade shop where people have cabinets full of their stuff, and like there's one guy that runs a shop and rings the owners of all the cabinets and says, "Oh, someone wants to buy this. Will you accept this instead of this?" And I gave this squirrel to my mum, and I was like, "Look what I found!" And she just laughed at me. She's like, "Oh my god, that's hilarious!" And then she said, "But this is bigger than the one I had." I was like, "I know, but I haven't. This is the only one I've seen." Like in the 30 years since Mark smashed the one that I was in love with, it's like the only one I've seen. So I bought it and gave it to Mum. And then last year, some guy was clearing up his stall at the local car boot sale, and it was just one of the last things sat on his table. And I was like, "How much do you want for the squirrel?" And he was like, "£1." It's like, "Yeah, go on then."
Well, I think he still overpriced it for £1. That was one of the last things left in the stall after everything had cleared up.
Nah, for the nostalgia, it's worth every penny of that £1. Every single penny.
You could have come down to 50p.
I didn't even care about bartering. If he'd have said a £5, I might have gone £2. But £1, I nearly snapped his hand and his arm off. So anyway, the pottery Blue Mountain Pottery is actually world famous, and there's a collectors club at www.bmpcc.com. And they produce an annual newsletter, and they've got a sales platform on the website for collectors who want to sell what they've got or find new pieces. As I said, they were based in Ontario in Canada. Production in the main factory was from 1953 to 2004, when they eventually closed on the 31st of December 2004, to a lot of people's real disappointment. Because of the glazing methods that the company used, each piece they produced is entirely unique. No two pieces are the same because they're drip glaze or dip glaze. So the particles settle where they settle. They are best known for the traditional green, which is what this squirrel is, but they also expanded into other colours over the years, such as blue, red, mocha, slate, harvest gold, which is a mix between brown and yellow, white, black, and then pretty much any colour you can think of after that. The company produced their own glazes and their own pottery in-house, which is really unusual. Most people who produce pottery outsource their glazes. They don't actually produce them in-house, so that made them really special as well. Dennis Tupy, I'm sorry if I've got your name wrong, it's Tupy, is one of the best known potters from BMP, and he was like the original potter for Blue Mountain Pottery, and he created the style that the company had become most synonymous for, which is this sort of like free form flowing poured molded clay, which is lovely and soft and really nice to hold. And he worked from sort of 1950, when they first started planning the company, up to 1960. There's even a documentary about Blue Mountain Pottery, and it's on YouTube, and it's the story from the beginning of the company to the end, including the destruction of all the moulds to prevent mass reproduction by an incoming company that was hoping to purchase BMP. One of the original artists was like, "You're not having the moulds," so they were all destroyed. And unfortunately, because of the bad buyout, that actually sealed the fate of BMP, and they closed down, as I said, in 2004. The documentary is called Blue Clay by the Blue Mountain Public Library channel on YouTube. And that's what I've got to say about that.
I still think my Tat wins.
Oh yeah, your Tat absolutely wins. I wasn't going for a competition winner this week, I was going for nostalgia factor. But yeah, I love my little squirrel, and I'm so glad that I finally got one. Even though Mark destroyed my dreams, I've recreated them I've manifested them.
Let's see if it's Bex's.
No, but the sticker's fallen out again. Get the glue. You fucker.
So it's time for a brand new game on Lively Used.
Hooray!
And what have we got this time?
We have got dun 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 the Crystal Maze.
And not just a new board game. We have our first guest.
We do. We've got the lovely Jackson.
Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me over.
You're welcome.
Thanks for being the first person on the show. Right. Very exciting.
Being Karen's closest friend, we kind of felt obliged. You gotta be on. You're part of the family.
Obligation? That's a bit hard.
We can't not invite you.
No, I get that.
That's what I mean.
It's not an
I'm
obligation.
honoured.
Adam made that sound much shitter than it actually is.
Yeah.
How can you not be here?
Nice recovery.
I've got to argue with my mate Gavin why you're the first guest now, so this is putting me in the bind.
Yeah, sorry, Gavin. I guess it's hoes over bros in this on this occasion.
You've not met Gavin yet.
I haven't, no. But I am your hoe.
So's Gav. So,
Yeah.
how do we play this?
I don't know. I haven't read the rules yet.
I thought you and Jackson played this before.
Yeah, we did. We played it at Christmas, on Christmas Day, actually, last year.
In no fit state to have any idea what is going on.
Yeah, we both recall
this would be
having a
fun.
good time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had fun that day.
Yeah, we did. We had a great day.
Yeah.
From the tone of some of your voices setting this up, I'm really not looking forward to this anyway. I hate playing board
You're
games.
gonna love it.
It's a really fun game, honestly. And it's nowhere near as mentally taxing as Nessie Hunt.
Oh, I had something to say.
What did you think I said?
No, not the air. Not the air. But it was messy.
Fair enough.
I could ask that.
Oh my god. Okay, right, so rules. So we're playing this one-on-one with a maze master.
Is there a permanent maze master or a rotating maze master?
I think for game mechanics, check me out with my D&D words.
There we are.
For game mechanics and continuity, it's going to have to be Jackson versus you, and I will be the maze master. Which means
Well, I don't even want to play this.
You never want to play the games, but it was your idea to have this section in the pod.
Could you think of another section to put here?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay, rules for 4 or more players.
How do you get out of this? No. I'm rotating. If we're all stuck playing this, you said that you took turns being the games master.
Yeah, and it
because there's
works
2
with
of
2
us.
people because we can't be our own games master.
There's 3 of us. Let's rotate it.
Mm.
It's only fair you get to do some stupid shit too.
I tell you what,
You get to suffer.
you both get 1 chance to trade off doing a game with me. So if you pull a game that you really don't want to do,
Oh, God,
you can tell me to do it, but you only get to do it once.
Okay, we'll play a Karen
Each
card.
of you, yeah.
Karen card.
Each of you gets a Karen
Okay,
card.
what? So you complete the challenge.
I complete the challenge instead of you.
Right, I'm up for that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does that
okay.
make it more
Yeah.
fair?
Yeah.
Are we happy to agree to that?
Okay,
Awesome.
yeah.
So glad that we're playing Chester's rules.
Well, you are the main master.
Yeah. Okay. So
And if you're playing along at home, feel free to drop us an email and Karen will jump into your board game at any time.
I don't even know how to respond to that. I'm sorry.
With gratitude, surely. Anytime, day or night. Especially night.
Stop it.
I thought this was family.
You've broken
I thought
me.
this was a family.
I thought it was a family show too. A sweary explicit family
I
show.
don't know where your mind was going. I just wanted you to be interrupted in the middle of your life.
As long as
Will
the
you roll a
property
dice
rolling
for
up.
us, please? Or can you read this card for us?
Oh my God. Can I read the rules now, please? Before I completely break. Okay. For maximum enjoyment, we recommend that one player commits to being Maze Master for the duration of the game rather than changing over for each challenge. Please refer to Maze Master's manual for a list of the Maze Master's responsibility. In addition, these responsibilities, Maze Master is also responsible for setting up and refereeing the Crystal Dome game. See the Crystal Dome section. The Maze Master's decision is final.
I object because I feel like there's going to be bias here.
Absolutely not.
Fabulous.
I love you
Fabulous.
far more than I love Adam,
Ah!
but in a totally different way.
That's yes, thank you.
Shall we do the
Perfect.
Crystal
Perfect.
Dome rules when we get there?
We'll do the dome rules
Yeah.
when we get there.
In
So,
however many episodes there
we'll
is.
go, yeah, 25. There are some automatic locking cards. I'll deal with those when I need them. The zones are Aztec, medieval, futuristic, and industrial. You have a 2-minute time limit, with exception of the medieval and futuristic mystery games, which have no time limit. There is an egg timer provided. I assume it takes 2 minutes to go from full to empty. Players choose one of the 4 zones, Aztec, medieval, futuristic, or industrial, in which to start the game. Team A goes first by choosing one of the zone's 4 challenges to play, either mental, mystery, skill, or physical. Then one player from the team is chosen to play it. The Maze Master must first read all the instructions for that challenge in the Maze Master's manual, then set up all the components ready for it to be played. The Maze Master takes the appropriate game sign card from the board, places it in front of the player so they can read the instructions, then starts the timer. If a player runs out of time and does not complete the challenge successfully, they do not win a crystal. If a player completes the challenge within the time limit, the Maze Master rewards their team with a crystal, in true Maze Master fashion.
Just like on the
Blue
telly.
cup can be used to create some theatrics and reveal the crystal for them to take. Ooh! Crystals won by both teams are placed on appropriate areas on the board. So on the board there's like 8 slots that look like crystals from a slice through the middle, and you put your crystals on there. Once a challenge has been played, its game sign card is discarded from the board to the box. Play then swaps to the opposite team, who chooses one of the 3 remaining challenges in that zone. Once both teams have played 2 challenges each in the first zone, the game moves to the next zone and Team B gets to choose the first challenge. This continues until all 4 zones have been completed and all 16 challenges have been played between both teams. 8 per team, in case you're rubbish at maths. Once all 4 zones have been played, play moves to the Crystal Dome. Please note, it is strongly advised that all 4 games and challenges in each zone are played between the 2 teams and none are repeated. However, should circumstances arise that make it difficult, for example, the players present would struggle to perform a physical challenge, games can then be repeated by the opposite team. Well, that's good. Winning the game, count up each total gold tokens collected, subtract silver tokens, same as Crystal Maze game show.
Oh, we'll sort of worry about that when we get
Yeah.
to the dome.
Ready?
As I'll ever be.
Team A. Pick
Yes.
your zone.
On the telly, they usually started in Aztec a lot.
Did they?
Yeah.
All right then, we will go to Aztec.
Let's get some.
Dun 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 dun.
That was quite good.
That was
really.
sounded really
That was
nice.
amazing improv. That really was.
I'll set a 10-minute timer.
Awesome.
So we're playing this in 10-minute rounds for as long as it takes to finish the game.
Yes.
Which could be
A while.
Right.
Adam, pick your poison from the Aztec.
Uh,
Mental, physical, mystery, or skill.
can I go with, what's this one? Skill.
Okay. You can go with skill. Let me read this before I give it to you. Okay, right. Fuck, okay.
That sounded good.
I'll take an easier one.
No, I think you'll be okay. I just need to know what game number it is. Hang on.
From that reaction, I'm not looking forward to playing
No,
this.
It's a big
I
manual.
never heard Richard O'Brien do that
My
before a
heart
game.
drops for you.
It's a big manual. Gag the God. Right, there we are. Here
Oh, I
is-
remember that on telly.
Here is your card. Oh no, this is weird.
Excuse me.
I know, yeah, right? Hang on, I need the balls and I need the Aztec god. So, those are your bowling balls, sir.
I've got 3 little plastic balls from the bag.
Show off.
Yeah. We'll call you Oddball from now on, isn't it? And here is the god. Right. Now, turn your card over.
But I will just take a quick photo of that
Okay.
for the blog before we do anything. There we go. Before we forget.
Right.
Right, do I...
Hang on a second.
I'll cup the balls whilst I read the card.
3 plastic balls, timer, crystal. Place the game base on a fairly smooth surface, preferably a carpeted or wooden floor, but a long table is fine. Give the 3 balls to 1 player.
Got them.
Tiled surfaces don't work very well. You may wish to put a barrier behind the game base to stop balls getting lost. Oh, I remember we lost balls underneath my tat shelves at Christmas.
Should there be more than 3 with the pack?
No, there's only 3. Pick up the Aztec skill game card from the game, place it in front of the player so they can see the instructions. Game. From a distance of approximately 1 metre, this is going to have to go on the floor. I would put the god up against the storage unit and then like kneel down on the floor or something. From a distance of approximately 1 metre away, the player must roll a ball into the god's mouth.
See, in line with that, but a meter.
3 times to win a crystal.
Roll?
Yes, you must roll the balls.
It's going to be flat.
Yeah, it needs to be flat. Just put it flat on the floor. Up against there. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's not really...
And then a metre. Probably where the lamp is. Yeah, about there. Right. From a distance of approximately 1 metre away, the player must roll a ball into the god's mouth hole 3 times to win the crystal. The ball must rest inside the mouth hole, not roll past it. The player can roll the balls repeatedly within the time limit. Once the ball has successfully landed in the god's mouth hole, it can be removed and rolled again. The maze master must keep count of how many times the player successfully rolls the balls into the god's mouth. The player's teammates don't have any of those. The maze master must ensure the player is rolling the balls from approximately 1 metre away, not creeping forward towards the target to make it easier.
Oh, the cat's just turned up. She'll be chasing after these.
Kiara's just turned up for playtime.
So
okay, are you ready?
Okay.
Do you know what you're doing?
Yes, I'll be kneeling in line with this box.
And I will give you a 3-second countdown and then I'll turn the thingy over.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Miss.
Oh, it's a miss. Oi!
1 in.
1 of 3.
I get.
You can take the orange one back if you want.
So
I just need
one,
to.
yeah?
I just need to remember you've scored 1.
1.
Oh, 2. That's a miss. That's
miss.
a miss. So he's 2 for 6 at the moment.
How long have I got, Richard?
Loads of time.
Oh.
Minute and a half. He's in. He's in. He's done it. He's done it. Well done.
Come out! Come out!
Come out. Don't get locked in. Don't get locked in. Don't get locked in.
Are they all locking?
No, I don't think so.
Right.
I don't know.
I get claustrophobic. So.
Oh.
Please
It'll
don't.
only be a lock-in in the lounge.
I'll bring the props back. I get a crystal.
Yay!
Oh, hang on, you get to do something theatrical with that, don't you?
Do you want me to do
I feel
something
the
for you?
pressure.
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay.
I want the full Richard O'Brien experience.
Okay, hang on.
You-
That's fucking dicey. Ooh, you ready for the magic? Ta-da!
Hooray!
Crystal! Congratulations.
Amazing.
Does I have to give that one back, or is there meant to be a count?
No, you keep those. I take those back off you. Can I have your balls as well?
You certainly can.
Thank you. Jackson,
Right.
please
Do
pick
I-
what you would like from what is left.
So I am gonna go with a mystery game.
It's a mystery. It's
Because I
a
really need to be using my
mystery.
head right now.
Sorry, I didn't see there were a bag of extra crystals. I thought that was just a
Oh no,
a
there's like,
demonstration prop
there's
to go, there we go, that's
there's
symbolic, but
16
you actually just get the
crystals.
counter.
okay. Mystery game. Use the sum card to work out the numerical values
What?
of the 3 unknown symbols in section 1. Use all 6 numbers from section 1 to solve the 3 equations in section 2. Oh my god.
Ace.
How did we get through this at
How
Christmas?
is mystery?
Okay, what you'll need. Timer,
And it's timed.
pen. They're all timed.
No.
They've all got a timer
Oh,
apart from like some of them. Then you need this thing
Creepers.
that way up. Right. Dry marker pen, crystal. The one sum card. Where are the sum cards?
So for this game, Karen's issued out a cardboard board, a bit of board with hieroglyphics, I think, on there. Is it?
I don't understand.
Or there's a rudimentary form of maths on there. I'm guessing there's some formula that's got to be worked out,
What are the
represented
sum
by
cards?
petroglyphs.
I'm thinking I can work this out without extra information.
Is he allowed to be looking at that yet and working these sums out
I'm
before
not,
the
I
timer
can't work
starts?
anything out.
I don't even know what he's doing yet, so he
It's
knows.
just got symbol. So I've got a card in front of me that's got random symbols on it.
Yes.
With a place to write an answer.
I think there's formulas to work out,
Hang on.
and I think this is an unfair advantage.
Ha-ha!
Like it,
I've
Oh,
found
there we
them.
go. God,
Found them. Found them.
Mr. Crystal, go on.
Found them, motherfuckers. Right. Place the game base and dry marker pen in front of player. Choose one sum card at random and place it in front of the player. Pick up the Aztec game sign card from the board. Place it in front of the player so they can see the instructions. Have you got your game card so you can see your instructions?
Oh, no,
You
I
picked the
don't.
mystery one.
Mystery.
Read your instructions.
Use the sum card to work out the numerical values of the 3 unknown symbols in section 1. Use all 6 numbers from section 1 to solve 3 equations in section 2.
Okay.
See, I couldn't do anything.
Okay, you need one of these.
Yeah.
So, the player
Oh
must
my
use
God.
the 3 equations on the sum card to work out the values and then write the answer in section 1. Just what Jackson's just said. So, here is your card, and
Please
I'm
below
going to start
numbers.
your timer now.
Please below numbers. Please below numbers.
Ignore this timer going off.
Right. What the heck? What? Right.
So, the sum card are symbols with numbers next to them, and you can write the numbers of those symbols in the spaces on the large sum card that Jackson has in front of him, which will then allow him to answer the equations on
This
the
is too
bottom
complicated
section
to
of the
work
card.
out.
So, using the small card is meant to decode the problems on the big card.
Yes.
What?
Before the timer goes off,
So
let's
that's
take a
fine.
photograph
That's
of these or something.
Well, I don't know what that one's. So how do we...
I'm not allowed to help you.
Yeah, no, I this is a mystery. Absolutely. I would say
So the red
I've got to figure out
pointy
the red
pointy
arrow, right?
thing, is 10, right?
I get it. Sorry, I'm being stupid. So 8 and 5 is obviously 13. So that's got to be 7. No, that one.
Are helping out?
No.
I didn't get any. Oh, to the right help. That's as much
so
as
that's
I could.
I'm
help.
sorry, all I was really doing was watching you kneel on my floor.
There was the view I was presenting.
Mhm.
Maybe I should have faced you to roll it for me.
I missed your third ball entirely. It was only because you were celebrating.
And then the 2 plus 3
Oh, got about 30 seconds,
plus 3
maybe less.
equals 9. It took me a minute to figure it out. what I
Well,
was
it's
supposed to
taken
be
you more
doing.
than a minute to figure it out.
Yeah, well. there we are.
Maybe
7,
20 seconds.
Good Aztec Sudoku going on.
15, 15, then it's
10
time.
seconds.
Oh, 10 seconds maybe.
Oh, no, no, it's not.
5. Get out,
It's
get
all right,
out,
it's
get
all
out.
right. Let me out. Yeah, failed.
No, I wouldn't
Alright.
have been able to do that anyway.
No, it's.
I'm rubbish at
If I
maths.
hadn't took so long to actually figure out what I
What
was supposed to
sum
do.
card have you got? What's the little
Sum
one?
card F.
F. So the answers were on section 2 for F, 24, 45 and 14.
Yeah, I would have got there.
Oh, you got the 24. Well
Yeah,
done.
I would have got
7, 9 and 1. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
you had
got
the
that.
right numbers, just
there.
a
It
little
just
bit
took me.
slow.
It took me a minute to figure out what I
Oh,
was supposed to be
unlucky.
doing. Yeah.
Would you? Yeah, lovely.
But
Thank
that's all
you.
fair in level 1.
It is
I
all
am
fair in level 1.
crystal. At least I got out of the room.
You did. You're not locked
I would
in.
have panicked.
I think I might just not do the locking cards and just like give you like a 10-second fair warning, both of you, to get out of whatever room you're
Get
in.
out.
Get out.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Are we going to just move on to another zone, or shall we do some more?
No, we've got to
See?
play all 4 in each zone.
Come back next episode, and we'll have some more from the Aztec zone.
Hooray!
Ding, 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 ding.
Welcome to Bibliotat, where I have had the responsibility of finding something to throw in Adam's face for him to have a look at.
There's definitely no money in this.
No.
Okay.
Are we really clear on that now?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you need a post-it note or something to remind you?
No, it works like in the game. You've gone through it.
Yeah.
The game was quite factual.
It's like, oh my god, Nessie Hunt is the most factual thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, I really enjoyed playing Nessie Hunt. I'll definitely give it another go.
I wonder what game we've just played.
Oh yeah,
In this episode.
I suppose by this point our listeners will know what game we're playing and how well or badly we're doing with it so far.
We'll find out after the show.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to the book of the episode.
What have we
Are
got?
you prepared for the opposite of what we've been experiencing recently book-wise?
What, no humongous books that are awkward to put on shelves?
I have literally found what I think is the smallest book I own.
Okay.
It's been sat here all day in plain sight.
Is it going to be a pamphlet?
No,
It's not the flyers we've had made up.
it's not the flyers we've had made up. Although we did successfully deploy a flyer today
To
in
promote the pod.
Greyhound Rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you Greyhound Rescue in Swansea for putting up a flyer in your door. Hopefully customers will see it and be curious enough to scan the QR code and find out what it's all about. So thank you very much. Okay.
And hello, new listeners, if you have scanned that
Yeah,
code.
thank you very
This
much
might be
indeed.
the first episode you're listening to.
Welcome. We love you already.
We'd recommend go back to the first. It's not too far to go.
True, but if they don't go back to the first episode, they don't have to listen to the trauma that is Nessie Hunt.
Or your trauma with Mr. Blobby.
Oh my god, I don't even know where he is. He's in the flat somewhere, but I don't know where. Honestly, I don't know where he is.
I'd just like to reassure you, I do not have access to more Mr. Blobby dolls.
Are you sure?
I can't just conjure them up.
Okay, that's reassuring. That's good to know. Okay, so the book I have brought today is very, very long titled, in the style of like 1800s headlines. That's an entire story on a front page.
Or any American book at the moment.
Yeah.
If you see them on talk shows being promoted on there, instead of just having a snappy title, it's title, subtitle explaining what the book is about.
Yeah, this goes even further. So this is called My Dysfunctions, a journal for chronicling my immeasurably fascinating dysfunctions, neuroses, emotions, inner children, moments of shame and doubt, projection, self-loathing, misanthropy, I don't know what misanthropy is, and completely normal insanity, because the only difference between me and the rest of the population is that I acknowledge how crazy I am, and they're all in mind-numbing denial.
It's the feminine of Mr. Anthropy.
Mrs. Anthropy?
But that's the worst eye chart ever.
It really is. I haven't got my glasses on. I always do this to myself, and they're too far away for me to just grab. But the
And try mine.
font... Oh, God. Right,
See how
hang on. I'm
bad
putting,
my eyes actually
putting
are.
Adam's blind person
Do you
glasses
have glaucoma?
on. Oh, my. In which eye?
My
Your right one.
Both, but my right worse.
No, that's no better. Thank you for letting me try that. But yeah, the font on the front page starts from about 1 centimetre tall and goes down to about 1 millimetre tall over the space of maybe 10 lines. So it's quite fun. And it's an inner thought truth journal. So it is a book and it isn't a book. And I have a confession to make.
Did you write it?
No, I didn't. I'm not responsible for producing this. But I haven't bought it and it isn't secondhand. It was a gift. Does that count?
When was the book published?
Ooh, 2012?
Have you looked through it before today?
Yes.
Yeah, likely used.
Probably
yeah, that's
in
fine.
2012.
That's fine. That's very likely used. That's what I count.
So it's each page. On one side, there's a little quote from someone who you may or may not know, and then on the right-hand side is just a short, empty page where you can put your thoughts of the day. And then there's a little chart at the bottom that says, "What would make it better today?" And your choices are coffee, television, ice cream, or credit cards. So you can decide for yourself.
Retail therapy.
Yeah, retail therapy, chocolate, ice cream therapy. Anyway, there's loads of pages. And so what I've done is I've just picked out 4 little quotes that I quite like the sound of. So, quote number 1. "Instant gratification takes too long," by Carrie Fisher. God bless her soul. Quote number 2. "Men can only be happy when they do not assume that the object of life is happiness." George Orwell. There's loads of people in here that I've never heard of as well, but that's not surprising. I'm not the most widely
He
read.
wrote 1984.
Yeah, no, I know that.
And the one about pigs.
I wasn't suggesting that I haven't heard of George Orwell. What I'm saying is there's lots of people in this book that I have not heard of. So I've picked quotes from people that I have.
Babe.
Babe as in Pig in the City?
Yeah.
Okay.
that book about pigs that George Orwell wrote. Pig in the City was a sequel.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry, my bad. Okay, quote number 3. "When we remember that we are all mad, the mysteries disappear and life stands explained." And that is from the old Mark Twain. I don't know who picked the quotes for this book or why they picked the ones that they did, but they're quite fun. And then the last one is, "We're more interesting if we are dysfunctional." And that is from Rupert Everett. Thank you, Rupert Everett. But there's probably about, 80 pages in here. It's smaller than A5. Might be A6. So there's a quote for each day and then a page to write your
Diary of Dysfunction.
"I'm pissed off with myself" things. "Delusions of grandeur make me feel a lot better about myself." Lily Tomlin.
Is there anywhere at the back where you total up how much ice cream you've had or how much you spent? From all the bits that no.
No, but the last page says, "It's not my fault. Knock knock." But it's a fun little thing and probably good toilet reading, if you just stick it on the cistern for people to have a look at. But yeah, tiny weeny book, opposite of things that we've had in the last 2 episodes.
And very, very lightly used.
Extremely lightly used.
Thank you very much for sticking with us through another episode.
Absolutely, thank you, and welcome to the outro.
And we've got to mention, forgot last episode, Yelly's Marble Runs is back. Marble 01 season has started.
Yes, it has, and Balls of Chaos have started really badly.
They were the hosts of the inaugural round of the season.
And they came almost last.
Spoilers.
Sorry.
People might not have watched it yet. The link will be in the show blog. Check out lightlyused.co.uk along with photos, show notes of everything we've talked about on the episode today. And we are part of the Studio Channel 84 network. Check out our fellow Studio Channel 84 shows, The Variety Show, Untitled Trek Show, and Who Takes the Socks Off at channel84.co.uk. And if you'd like to get in touch, visit the website, lightlyused.co.uk. We've got links to our Twitter, Instagram, and Discord on there as well.
Yes, we do.
And you can email us, pod@lightlyused.co.uk.
FAO Adam.
Adam and Karen have been lightly used. Visit lightlyused.co.uk for more. To get in touch, email pod@lightlyused.co.uk.
Hello, and welcome to episode 6 of Lightly Used. I'm Adam,
And I'm Karen.
and that's all I had to think of to do the show. say my name. I'm lost after that.
Say my name. Do you want to start again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully something will come to me. I was hoping you would.
You're hoping you're just going to have to riff off of an empty brain?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
This was a Studio Channel 84 network show. To find more, head over to channel84.co.uk now.